Ready?
Yeah.
You look ready.
What is going on, everybody? I'm ready. You're ready. We're ready. It's Tuesday. That means it's time for another new DC Day stream. Let's take a look at what's coming out this week. There's some bangers, some awesome ones. Big shout out to the Immortal One for coining the term bangers. It's super fun to use. And dude, there's some really cool books coming out. I'm excited to talk about them. Probably talk about a little bit of a Warner Brothers, Netflix, Paramount. The battle continues. It rages on. It just took an interesting turn into the expected yesterday. So it's kind of fun watching the discourse and the discussion on that whole thing. A lot of people's minds are clouded with emotion on the whole topic, mine to a degree included, but we can get into all of that. But I hope everyone's excited for tomorrow. We're going to be looking at what's coming out without any spoilers, giving some stuff away, hanging out for a little bit, and we'll do all of that right after this. Don't forget to check the description of any and all of my videos to find some fantastic resources for this amazing hobby like Big Time Collectibles, Justin Comics cleaning and pressing and submission services, as well as ABX Comics and Games, my local comic shop where I'll be picking up my new books every single week so that I never miss out on them. I have a subscription list. That means whenever new books come in, they go straight into a box with my name on it, and I don't have to race to get there or wonder if they're going to be sold out of what I'm looking for. And you too can set up a subscription list by hitting up ABX Comics and Games. You don't have to be local. They do long distance subscriptions, and you get free shipping on orders of over $100. So check that out. Check that out. As a matter of fact, speaking of ABX Comics and Games, the books I'm giving away today, the brand new Absolute Batman issue number 15. I'm pretty sure that's a Ryan Brown cover. It's a Ben Oliver cover. Sorry to Ryan Brown. Ben, good job. Ben Oliver cover. And then the gorgeous and totally rad Wonder Woman versus Lobo one shot for the DCKO All Fight Month. That gorgeous cover right there is by Dan Panosian. I'll be honest with you, that guy really got on my map when the Absolute Universe kicked off and he had the Absolute Trinity connecting cover set. But yeah, these fantastic books right cheer can be yours. Just don't go anywhere. We'll run the giveaway before the stream is over. And also, if we hit the super chat goal, as always, I'll add 4 additional comic books plus sealed trading card pack, loose trading cards, magnet stickers, all kinds of stuff. We'll make it a big prize pack out of it if we hit the super chat goal. There we go. Let's see who's in here. We got Las Cruces. Darn, I'm too early. Never too early. If you're early, you can't be late. That's the good thing about it. Good morning, Lisa. How are you today? Happy Tuesday. 23, what is going on? Good to see you in here. Marty, what's up? Happy Tuesday for you. Happy Tuesday. What's going on, Bryant? Good to see you and your homie. Ruby G, what's up, homie? Hello, hello. Hope everyone's having a good Christmas season. 'Tis the season. Oh, I need to show that off. Talk about that. I put up a video yesterday. But the Legion loot for this month, I've been slowly chipping away at working on, and it got to the point where I'm like, okay, I got the key piece in it, and opened that up and put that in a video yesterday. But for the channel members in the Legion tier, get your name on the wheel before the last Sunday of the month. Got Marty jumping in with a $2 super chat right off the bat, kicking it off quick. Big shout out to Marty. Thank you so much. Getting us started, getting us rocking and rolling. Hashtag Crypto Tuesday. Hashtag We Are Legion. Hashtag slap that like button. There you go. Do all of those stuffs and all of those things. Phil, how's it going? Good to see you in here. Ronnie, what's up? Mark took your advice and picked up some issues of Detective Comics as Matt Fraction's Batman wasn't doing it for me. Thanks. Way better Batman book. Yeah, dude, it's solid. It's solid. I'm curious to see who the Lion is. Curious to see who the line is. It feels more Batman-y, you know, like traditional Batman-y, but it's paced well. And that's just like the story of Detective Comics as a whole. It's just less gimmicky. It's less gimmicky, more Batman-y. It's like that's just really all there is to it. Feels Batman-y. What is going on, Warlord? Good to see you here, James. How have you been? Good to see you. Brian LCS, happy Tuesday to you, good sir. We got the adventurous one, Fire and Ash, tomorrow. Can't wait to see it. No worries. I will not spoil anything for you all, but I will tell you, if this goes well, it's getting a 10 out of 10. Dude, there's no way it's not a 10 out of 10 on the adventurous scale. Is there? The trailer alone has already got it there. I'm really excited to see it too, Joe. I'm really excited. Man, it's tough releasing movies like Avatar during the holiday season with how work and the family stuff goes. It is difficult. Last year, I managed to pull off seeing it 3 times its opening release weekend. I'm gonna be lucky to get in one this year, and that's crazy. I'm working really hard on figuring out how to clear the schedule to see that, and how to be home on Christmas morning and not at work. Those are the 2 hurdles I'm dealing with right now. Painted Pages, what's going on? Good to see you. Cosmic One, hello. Time for the best DC show on YouTube. Oh, dude, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Tries to make it fun. Canadian Survivalist, what is going on? Got that Superman custom emoji. You get those custom emojis. I know on the screen, because the StreamYard, it shows up is just what I name it, but you actually see the emoji on the YouTube side. You get access to those and more by joining the channel membership. You get those loyalty badges next to your name, all the special emojis and all that good stuff. And if you join the Legion tier, that gets your name on the prize wheel at the end of every month. Hashtag Batmany. Yeah, Batmany. Yeah. Been watching holiday movies and episodes every night all month long. Love the holidays. I'm right there with you. Absolutely love the holidays. I watched this weird cartoon. It was good. I'd never seen it before. Apparently it came out last year. It's called like This Christmas or That Christmas. That Christmas, maybe. Yeah, it was like this cartoon I watched with the kids. Parents and the kids get snowed separate ends of the town kind of thing. It was really fun. Snow day. Joffrey, what's going on? Good to see you. Just picked up Tomb of Dracula #1 in the 6.0. Oh, that's a great pickup right there. I don't have #1. I have number 10. Number 10 was the only Tomb of Dracula one that I ever went for. But I love Blade. So that's why we owe a lot to Blade. Comic book fans, whether you're into DC, Marvel, it doesn't matter. We all owe a lot to Blade. Such a cool character. But that's a really cool cover, that Tomb of Dracula #1. Michael, what is going on, homie? Good to see you. That's Michael Rushbrook right there. Artist extraordinaire, contributor to Comics Curing Cancer. It's done 2 amazing pieces for us this year and last year for the Comics Curing Cancer art book. This is hard to see right here, but behind my avatar and beside my Spectre, this right here is the original art to the 2024 Comics Curing Cancer art book piece that he did. It's Godzilla fighting a giant cancer monster. It's one of my prized possessions in my collection. Matt, what's going on, homie? Good day. Good day, sir. Hope you're doing good, man. Good to see you in here. We do. That is another book on my list. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Dude, I love his OG 70 suit too, like the green glasses and like just a standard jacket. It looks cool. He looks really cool. Such a cool character. Wayne, what's going on, homie? Good to see you in here. Hello, hello. All right, make sure y'all hit the thumbs up if you're new to the area. If this is your first time here, thank you for being here. If you've been here before, thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of yous. And I'm going to get this up. Let's get this comic list up. What do y'all want to do first? Do y'all want to look at the comics here? I want to talk about the Warner Brothers debacle, the selling of Warner Brothers. What do y'all want to do first? I'll let you guys decide. Amazon Prime has classic Christmas cartoons on right now. Just watched one I have not seen in years called The Town Santa Forgot. It's really good and told by Dick Van Dyke. Dude, Dick Van Dyke just has that Christmas voice, doesn't he? And is that one of the ones that's done in like the animation like Rudolph was done in? The same like stop motion claymation kind of thing? I really love that Rudolph movie. That's like a staple of Christmas. Absolute staple of Christmas. I don't see anybody weighing in. A little bit of lag. Anyone going to weigh in? What do y'all want to start with? I might just show y'all books. Look at that. There's a book. I can start with books. Yo, so, dude, these things are like super, super rare. These right here. I shared these on my Instagram last night, but these are some Alex Ross Kingdom Come variants. These were exclusives you could only get when you backed the Kickstarter that they did for the movie. They did that documentary called The Legend of Kingdom Come. And these were add-on things like this. There's like the regular version. Then they did this Emerald edition, this limited edition version of the movie. And it comes with all kinds of like trading cards and postcards and all kinds of stuff in here. And the comic books were additional add-ons. And it also came with a lanyard. like a Kingdom Come lanyard. So all of that was in there. And then like these are additional books. One of them is World's Finest, issue number 29, which is that one. And then this one is Batman and Robin, issue number 1, the most recent Mark Waid series. So I shared these last night because I'm getting geared up to do the Legion loot. The Legion loot, perfect timing. My brother from another mother, John. The Legion loot, I wanted to theme it because it's the Christmas season, you know. This is the time of year where we celebrate with our loved ones, friends, and all that. And ultimately, like it's like it's the time of year where we're celebrating the greatest story ever told, the birth of Jesus and all that. So in keeping with liking to do themes for the monthly giveaway, I'm like, why don't I do a giveaway and celebrate the greatest comic story ever told? Not to be in meaning kind of disrespect or anything, just inspired by real events. You know what I mean? So I have the giveaway that's themed after Kingdom Come. So on the last Sunday of the month, we find it on the 28th. That's when I'll be doing At Year's End, the annual Sunday show. Instead of at Week's End, it's At Year's End. Me, Paul, and I'm going to be reaching out to one other person who was there last year, see if they want to come back on for this year. I'm 99% sure he was there last year, which I'm just terrible about reaching out to people ahead of time. But yeah, I'm going to make sure that probably be one or two people more than me and Paul. But going to do this giveaway during that stream for the channel members that are in the Legion tier. So it'll have Kingdom Come in this oversized hardback special edition, still completely factory sealed. And this is what's called the Absolute Edition. Before DC started doing Absolute DC Comics, they would do these oversized hardback volumes, these precious tomes. And this will be part of the giveaway. That movie, the lanyard, all the art cards, the trading cards, the postcards, all that. There's still one completely still sealed. Let me cover my address. Still sealed. They've been open, packing order, and everything. So the Blu-ray, the lanyard, the trading, all the stuff that comes in it is in it. So that'll be in there. So you can actually see the making of Kingdom Come and all that good stuff. San Diego Comic-Con exclusive McFarlane figure of Superman, which comes with the special stand, all the little fire, that background comes off and it attaches to the stand so it can recreate the iconic cover of Kingdom Come issue number 4, the big finale to it. And there's other books and things, but just keeping with the Kingdom Come stuff, and also the actual CGC 9.8 to match to go with it. Like that's awesome. I feel super bad. Like I thought this would be such a great giveaway. This would be a good idea. And then it all showed up and I started looking at it like side by side. Like, man, I kind of want to just put that on my shelf. I just want to keep that. But no, that's all in there. And then of course there's going to be big time collectible books and stuff. There's also all 4 issues of the new history of the DC universe. So you get that complete set. And then there's some Miko books, exclusive foils from different conventions like Fan Expo, Comic-Con, all that stuff from Big Time Collectibles. Yeah, there's just some cool stuff. So all the people that support the channel in the Legion tier, that's all coming back. So I'll be running that giveaway to see who the winner is on the final Sunday of this month during that At Year's End show. That's where all of that will go. Let's see. Geek Out with Roscoe. What is going on, homie? Try to get all this put back up. Hope everyone is doing. We be Legion. We do be Legion. No, it's an actual cartoon version like Yogi Bear in the Flintstones. It's about a greedy kid who didn't know his name was the same as the town Santa kept missing every year. Oh, that's sad. Which DCKO matchup are you excited for? Any you're thinking of skipping? Excited for Lobo versus Wonder Woman? Kind of can't wait for Harley to exit. Oh, man. We'll get into that in just a few minutes. I'll circle right back around to that. I do not have those and need them. Yes, exactly. Yeah, and I think of you anytime I think of Kingdom Come, because I know that one of the coolest, like, I don't know if comic origin stories is a proper term, but Brother John, like, getting as invested as he is into comics all stems back to Kingdom Come also in the early days of the internet and chat boards and stuff, and people talking about being excited about theorizing about Kingdom Come releasing. It's really cool. He was there for like the height of the hype and everything and participating in it. Such a cool story. What is going on, Steven with the C? Good to see you in here, homie. Now the $2 super chat says, Happy New DC Day, Legionnaires. And you get the Godzilla entering the fight. There you go. Scott just told me issues 19 through 25 will feature the Joker all over it. All over it. Just everywhere. Joker everywhere. Joke's on you. Yeah, the book that's out today. Interesting. We'll get into that here in just a few minutes as well. Put out my Kingdom Come 1 through 4 from my IG live stream yesterday. There you go. Oh yeah, and you have the same short box. We got similar tastes, Steven, with the sleeves. That's burnt nasty. Sleeveless Steve. We have the same taste. It's like one of those things, like anyone who's really read Kingdom Come has felt the impact of that story. It is, man. It's huge. Morning, afternoon, the real James Willie. Good to see you, homie. Hope you're doing good. When is this giveaway? This giveaway is the 28th of this month. It'll be on a Sunday. Show starts at 8:30. And again, it's for the channel members in the Legion tier. There is the supporter tier and the Legion tier. So it's the monthly prize will I do for them because they support the channel on that financial level. I'm like, well, let me just take all that money and just do stuff with it. Definitely doesn't make it to my pocket. And these giveaways far exceed what I make on YouTube. That's for sure. What did I miss? Nothing important. There's those custom emojis. All right. Holy crapola. That's a spicy giveaway. Yes, sir. Try to make it fun. Try to make it where hopefully people will really, really like it. Get excited about it. DC, baby, all day, every day. Mark and I have the same taste about 85 to 90% of the time. Yeah, Tom King is the other 10 to 15%, right? That's what separates us. I'm pro Tom King, and I'm not ashamed to say it. Big Tom King fan, this guy. All right, let's go back to Ronnie's thing here. No one said anything about the selling of Warner Brothers, so let's just get right into comic books. Let's get to it. All right, Ronnie says, which DC KO matchups are you excited for? Any you're thinking of skipping? Excited for and skipping. All right, let me pull up the list because I got a book over here. It's got the list of them. That's a really cool way of looking at it because we're 3 fights in as of the end of this week, right? This week will put us at 3 fights in. So there's 8 rounds. 8 rounds here. So the first one is Captain Atom, Superman. Then, okay, they're not in order. Aquaman, Hawkman is number 2. Wonder Woman and Lobo. So first off, Superman, Captain Atom, I was big excited for right out the rip. Now I want to tell all y'all at the beginning, I'm really hoping for a lot of the underdogs in this. Captain Atom, Superman, I want to see Captain Atom win. You know, I think that'd be a great way to kind of elevate some of these characters that are lesser known, lesser read characters. You know, you can go give them their own series, but if no one cares about Captain Atom, they're not going to go buy it. But if you elevate him in an event that everyone's reading, now everyone has a core memory attached to Captain Atom, and that's how you organically lift up a character. It's a good way of doing it. So I was hoping to see that. And I didn't talk spoilers on it last Tuesday, but it's an old book now. Captain Atom did not win. He did get one fight in there. All of these fights, all 8 of these 1v1s, they're 3-round fights. So you can kind of expect for most of them to go to round 3 just for entertainment purposes, right? Depending on the matchups and stuff. But Captain Atom just straight drugged Superman that first one. He just kryptonited a hand, grabbed him, and just drained him, turned him into a sack of skin and bone. But Aquaman, Hawkman is this week. Lobo, Wonder Woman are this week. I'm big excited for both of them. I like all characters involved. Out of all 4 of them, I'm an Aquaman first kind of guy. If you put, yeah, like I'm really an Aquaman first kind of guy. I love Hawkman. I love the JSA, but Aquaman is like, man, he's in my short list of DC characters that I just really like. Wonder Woman and Lobo, I like both of those characters a lot. And it's one of those situations where I would rather see Lobo win because Wonder Woman's a Trinity character. And again, we get enough attention to the Trinity characters. I think it would be great opportunity to spotlight Lobo in an event like DCKO. It's really easy to rationalize that. Like in an event that's a big fight to the death, you have to be savage. You have to like be as savage as Darkseid. sounds made for Lobo, right? I really think so. So I've read both of these, so I'm really trying to make sure I talk in proper context to not give out any spoilers. But I really can see a path and would love to see a path where Lobo goes all the way. I really would. Swamp Thing and Cyborg, big excited about that because I love Swamp Thing. I mean, in my mind, Swamp Thing bodies Cyborg in every aspect of it. Now this is where it might get a little controversial, Ronnie. You say, kind of can't wait for Harley to exit. So round 5 is going to be Harley and Zatanna. I like Harley. I like Harley a lot. I really enjoy Harley. Not enough that I'd pick up her standalone book because it's typically hot garbage, but I like Harley as a character, and she's kind of got the power of the plot on her side. She's kind of like got that female Batman thing going where she's just prepared enough, she's just wild card enough, and she's willing to go just far enough to always kind of make it to the finish line. Now Zatanna, another really cool character, but dude, I don't know what it is. It has become an absolute pet peeve of mine having to read backwards writing. This makes no sense to me. Zatanna has to cast spells verbally. The way that she does it is by speaking commands backwards. In comics that is a written paper medium or digital, they still write it all out backwards. So you're reading a story, you're in the flow, you're in the fight, you're excited, you can't wait to turn the page. You turn the page and words are backwards all of a sudden. I get it. She's casting a spell. I get it. But you can easily put it in parentheses, an asterisk, editor's note, spoken backwards, and you're done. But they make us read backwards words in comics. We had to read pages of it in Absolute Wonder Woman recently. We have Jamal Campbell's Zatanna series that came out recently that I really wanted to check out, really wanted to read, really wanted to see Jamal Campbell do his thing. Phenomenal artist. He was writing it. Couldn't stomach dealing with the backwards talk. It drives me away. And if it drives me away, it's got to at least drive 1 or 2 more people bare minimum away. And that's not good for sales. I don't think it's a good idea. So for that reason alone, I hope when Harley and her show up face to face, Harley throws a stick of gum at her face and she can't talk and beats the Tar Heels out of her. That's just what I'm hoping for. But that might be my little controversial take, that I'd rather see Harley Quinn win over Zatanna. Zatanna has like the most obvious weakness in all of comics. She's a woman who talks. You have to make her stop talking. Just cover her mouth. You're done. That's all there is to her. Just cover her mouth. What a Boy Wonders with a Z. What is going on, Flo? Spoiler alert. He got his butt beat by Superman again. He didn't. He won the first round. He lost the second round, and he got himself DQ'd in the third round, which I like that format. You know, a lot of these, this has got to be difficult from an editorial standpoint, right? Like, how do you let somebody win and kind of ruin the debate? I was in this panel with Stan Lee, and someone asked who would win in a fight, Hulk versus Thor. This was like back in 2013, and Stan Lee said, he went on and said, but basically said, you got to make sure you don't have a determined winner, because then people will know the answer and people will stop the conversation. You want people talking. You want people arguing my favorite to win or my favorite to win. It's got to be tough from an editorial standpoint. Having read some from this week, they're making some clear determinations in some of these. I mean, they are really leaning into specific winners and losers on some of them, because the Captain Atom Superman one really felt like, let's protect both of these characters in the process. But Captain Atom thought outside the parameters of the rude. Welp, I'm spoiled, LOL. Superman drained that Captain Atom rear. Ugh. Ugh. Books come in today. There you go. It's like Dr. Manhattan experiencing the past, present, future at the same time. Yeah, exactly. Wonder Woman having Lobo tied up just screams Dommy Mommy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Lobo should not have gotten past Plastic Man. They were working towards Harley versus Joker, I think. Not sure after that. That's a good point. I didn't even make that connection. But yeah, you got Harley and Zatanna and Jason and Joker not long after that. I mean, we all want to see Jason just finally get the opportunity to do what he always wanted to do. They did do that Suicide Squad Kill Joker 3-issue miniseries from Black Label not long ago. Well, I say not long ago. That's subjective. Probably about 4 years ago. But I can see him getting to that as well. And the getting past Plastic Man thing, that's That's what they kind of like. They kind of pulled the bait and switch with us in the first 2 rounds, right? Like they gave us the brackets, and they didn't actually 1v1 those characters. A lot of them died in the race to the portal. A lot of them died in the contest, the search and find contests. And now these are just the ones that remain after heaps of them died from those 2 events. Someone thought that was a good idea. Yeah. No. Is there Zatanna hate on this channel? I will be reporting the channel immediately. Immediately. Y'all pretend like you either don't read the books or you skip over the words. Anybody defending backwards text in comic books doesn't read the text. My brain won't let me not read it. I have to sit there and literally read these words backwards. What's up? How's it going, Ryan? Good to see you. DCKO is killing it. Yeah, it's really good. I didn't realize how powerful Captain Atom was before reading the book. Dude, yeah, he's literally Dr. Manhattan. Literally Dr. Manhattan. And if you want to see how powerful Captain Atom is, the most recent 7-issue miniseries for Jenny Sparks is the where to go. That's the where to go. Highly, highly recommend that. That was incredible. He dusts the whole JSA in like just a mere moments, like dusts them. It was amazing. What worked exactly? But yeah, so then the next one up after Zatanna and Harley is Flash Green Lantern with Jay Garrett and Guy Gardner. Really excited for that. I want to see my JSA old timer come in and put them paws on them. And then after that, it's Lex Luthor and Etrigan, which I'm stoked for that because I love the Demon. And then we get the long-awaited final round for these is Joker and Red Hood, and who's not excited for that? So to answer, there's not a single one of these I'll be skipping. There's not a single one I'll be skipping. I'm excited for all of them, some more than others. I think the Zatanna Harley one is the one I'm least excited about. But yeah, and then looking, wasn't there a whole pull list back here in the back? Let's see. So December, we get through those. And then we have our Justice League Unlimited, which that'll be the Lex fight, I think. Then we get into January. Once we're out of this all fight month, we got DCKO Night Fight number 3, which is that Where is Batman? Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego Batman edition. That last one was really cool, so I'm excited even more for number 3 now. DCKO 3 will come out. Titans number 31, which I'm assuming at that point is back just to regular Titans and Evacuation of Earth. Then we get a DCKO special called Green Lantern Galactic Slam. I think that might be that wrestling one. I don't know. Superman, Flash, Justice League, and then another DCKO special called The Kids Are All Right. I'm not sure what's up with that. And then February, it starts winding down with the final to Night Fight, KO4, the last Titans tie-in, Superman, Flash, Justice League tie-in. And then in March, all we have is the finale with number 5. So I don't see anything on here that I'm not only planning on reading, but I'm pretty excited about, except for Titans. So Titans, I'm not pulling. I'm keeping up with it. I'm glancing through it. But the whole Evacuation of Earth story thing is just unnecessary. I guess they didn't know what else to do with the Titans during the title. I mean, it even contradicts issue number 1 of the DCKO thing. So I don't know. I don't know why they had to do that. I had a friend back in the day that would watch Jessica Alba movies on mute. Real sicko. I don't know. Sounds like a stand-up guy to me. I'm enjoying Night Fight as well. Yeah, I really liked last week's issue a lot more than the first issue. Now that we got this, and that's another good point. Batman's there because he cheated. He stepped outside the parameters of the tournament, so now he's having to hop through these realities. Captain Atom fought outside the parameters that were given to him. So yeah, he's dealing with that. What is going on, Donovan? Good to see you, homie. All right, let's see what's coming out this week. This week's new release, kicking off with the one everyone's talking about. Some people already spoiled it on the internet. I was lucky to get a chance to read this one already. Absolute Batman number 15. Scott Snyder reunites with legendary artist Jock. Alfred reveals to Bruce the story of the man he's been chasing for years. Enter Joker. Scott Snyder and Jock reunite for an epic tale in the Absolute Universe. They really give you nothing on there. It's the origin of the Joker. This is not the first appearance of the Joker. The smiling man, the Joker, has been in Absolute Batman since issue number 1. He was one of the featured characters in the Absolute Evil / Justice one shot, which was amazing. Highly recommend anybody, again, everybody pick up and read that. But this is the big reveal of this alternate form that they've showed you, that, you know, there was more to the smiling man. He's not just a regular looking human being. So you get to see the big full reveal, obviously, from the cover here. And you get the origin in detail. You're not going to want to miss it. It's interesting. It's got this whole mystery vibe to it, this whole secrecy surrounding the character, but delivers a lot of stuff that are gratifying answers and some big WTF moments like you've come to expect from the absolute Batman universe. Hey, yo, Minotaur. Nick still can't get over the Minotaur. Big shout out to Nick's Kicks and Comics. So yeah, this is really fun. This is really good. And the absolute Batman books are kind of exploding right now. The A covers are on the rise. I wouldn't buy a graded one if I were you, but who knows what else is going to happen. So far, there haven't been any other absolute Batman books that have exploded like that. The annual that came out was about a $30 book, but the first absolute Bane hasn't done anything. The first absolute Croc hasn't done anything. The first absolute Harley. So I'm not too certain that the first reveal of the monster form of absolute Joker and absolute Batman number 15 will be any kind of book that'll be hard to get your hands on. This beautiful Mike Mayhew cover. That's wicked. He's got like the man bat looking nostrils, the King Swamp Thing looking antlers, the Venom looking mouth and tongue. It's wild. Wild. How many versions, Mike? Chill. Who did this? Comics Goldtail variant art by Godtail. A lot of exclusives on this one. A lot of people were jumping on board. A lot of people. There's the who's that? Dave Wilkins. Dave Wilkins. So yeah, there's a lot of different versions of this one out there. There's the Jock cover. Not a fan of that one. The Ben Oliver one here is wicked. I like that one a lot. That one I'm giving away today. The Brian Bolland one. That was a little confusing. Can't really tell what I'm looking at. Like, how many mouths does he have? Is his mouth open or closed? You can't really tell. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that one. This is really cool. I like this one. Who did that? I can't tell. I can't tell who did that one. Is that Sanford Green or something? I can't tell. But that's a really good one. I like that a lot. Whoa, that's cool. Can't tell who did that either. That's pretty wicked, though. Good grief. Is he in space? Why is he just floating in space? Yeah, needless to say, there's a lot of variants. I'm seeing a lot of these for the first time. Holy potatoes. Tyler Kirkham crushed that. That's really good. That's really cool. Huh. It's not bad. Not necessarily a fan of all that. All right. Let me hover over some of these. I want to see who did some of these. Where's that one on the chair? This. Who did that? Yeah, it is Sanford Green. That's the 1 in 25 variant. Okay. That's pretty cool. So there's some really cool ones to look at there. Absolute Batman is taking over the comic book world. Yeah. Check. Done it. Absolute Joker Snyder is signing at Midtown Comics Thursday. I am taking orders. There you go. That is Sanford Green. Yep. Really cool. Okay, I should have looked at that sooner. I did a video today going over all the covers. Just posted it. And we, Steve, and we in real time together as a family, as a community, just did the same thing right here and now. Boom. Nailed it. Nailed it. Look at that. Teamwork. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what everyone thinks of that tomorrow. Some really cool stuff. Action Comics issue 1093, Mark Waid's Superboy ongoing title, is out this week. Notice of foreclosure. Checking in with the superest boy in all of Smallville, hometown hero. Sometimes the battles worth fighting are at home in Smallville and not the big city of Metropolis. After the poor harvest, the future of the Kent farm is on the line. So what do you do when superpowers can't solve your problem? Superboy is about to find out. If that description doesn't just like embody the essence of what Superman is, like, I don't know what does. I don't know what does. The last issue was like looking into like, what does it feel like, the overbearing weight of balancing two lives? You know, I'm super and everyone's cheering for me and I'm flying around, but then I got to put my cape away and I have to try not to stand out as Clark Kent, and like juggling with that whole identity thing, you know, And now look at him, the most powerful being on the planet, and I can't use these powers to do something as simple as pay the bill. Like, that's the most Superman thing ever. That's why Mark Waid is the perfect person for this book. He absolutely gets the character, absolutely understands the character. Skylar Partridge on the art has been very, very fantastic for the title. It fits tonally very well. Very excited about this one. Didn't get a chance to read it yet. I was at the car dealership for like 3 hours this morning. Really threw off my schedule. But I am excited to read it. For all those that are looking for good Superman comics, there's so many of them right now. Superman Proper is the best one, hands down. Superman Proper is just amazing. But then you have Absolute Superman Action Comics. And if you kind of like the more obscure stuff, that Black Label, Superman, Kryptonite Spectrum is out. And then Superman Unlimited if you just want to throw away your money. It's really not good. I will be watching. Here's an order. Get me one. Anything for you, Nick. The FOMO is strong in this one, spoken in Yoda voice. Yeah. Just standard covers for it. Not a bunch. Batman and Robin issue number 28. That's a cool cover. This one from Philip Kennedy Johnson. He must not have much longer on this title. I'm so mind blown that it's gone this long, but they really milked Batman for everything that he's worth. Philip Kennedy Johnson recently, I think like about 2 weeks ago, signed exclusive with Marvel. I don't know how that'll affect his indie comics, if he does any or has any on the way, but his time at DC is coming to an end. I don't know how long his contract for Marvel is, but The Quiet Man closes in. The Quiet Man's murderous rampage across Gotham's underworld zeroes in on his true target, Arnold Wesker, the ventriloquist. Can the dynamic duo stop this unstoppable new foe before he fulfills his savage vendetta? Yeah, I bet these are really good. I've probably missed out like on some really great stories not pulling this one, but I just can't pull that many Batman books. I regularly forget that this one's even out. I just like giving you orders. Thanks for the consideration, brother. But it's not true. He has X-ray vision. All he has to do is fly around look for gold and then take. Yeah, that's true. He just go mining for gold. But then you got to get into the whole property rights and theft and all that kind of stuff. A lot of legality in that. You have to go like mine it from the bottom of the ocean or something out in international waters. They'll come up with some kind of like moral objectivity reason that Superman wouldn't do that. All right, on to the good ones. All Fight Month. DC KO All Fight Month. Aquaman issue number 12. Aquaman versus Hawkman. So about half the titles that are part of this All Fight Month are standalone one-shots. Like Wonder Woman versus Lobo is the name of the title. It's an issue number 1. There is no issue number 2. It's just a one-shot. Superman Captain Atom was a one-shot. Aquaman versus Hawkman is happening in the pages of Aquaman issue number 12. So if you already pulled this one, you're set. And if you're pulling and reading Aquaman, it does kind of lean into being his book with the setup into the fight. You know, you kind of see where he's going from his regular adventuring to the KO kind of thing. But round 2 of 8, and it is important that you read these in order. That does matter. You do not need to read Wonder Woman Lobo before Aquaman Hawkman. In the back, like I think like 4 pages of each one of these is going to be continuing the story on the Watchtower with Darkseid, Booster Gold, the World Forger, Time Trapper, all the big players that stayed on the Watchtower when all of our heroes went into the center of the earth to the heart of Apocalypse. So you do want to read these in order, or you'll be like, wait, what? Scratching your head. This is out of the three I've read, the Captain Atom, the Lobo, the Hawkman, out of the 3, rounds 1, 2, and 3, this was my favorite. This was tough as nails. Jeremy Adams wrote it, and he's clearly like one of those modern day dudes who knows his lore so well, like through and through, and he's picking up pieces of stuff that's happened a while back. And this is stuff that doesn't necessarily directly pertain to KO, but I feel like they could be setting up something for after the event. Man, it's hard to talk about this without spoilers, but I love this one. I absolutely love this one. Really enjoy both of these characters. It was really cool. It's unfortunate that this is like they didn't do more variants with Hawkman on it. You got this one, but Aquaman looks super weird. Like that is such a weird looking Aquaman. He looks like a 4-year-old anime baby inside of a man's body. It looks weird. I don't get it. Gillian March has got a really cool one here. This was dope. This David Talaski variant. That's a really cool cover. But it'd been cool to get more covers with both of them on it, fighting or something, you know, since that's like the big shtick of the book. Round 3 also takes place this week. Lobo versus Wonder Woman. There's really not much to say about these things, other than I was extremely happy. Extremely happy. It says it right there on the bottom of the front cover. Round 3. Again, very important that you read them in order. Giving away a copy of this cover today, the Dan Panosian variant. So don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss out on that. December. I get it. But yeah, man, really hard to talk on these. Y'all know the format. Best of 3, winner takes all. Scrolling. Geiger number 19 is out. Big excited about this. Should be kicking off our next story arc. A special spotlight on Ashley Arden, the glowing woman. Now on her own and off the grid, Ashley sets out on a harrowing personal mission to rescue children from the traffickers like the one she was once hunted by. But her fury burns hot, and so does the trail of destruction she leaves behind. As Ashley blazes her own path forward, the threats of the unnamed universe begin to converge, and the future of Geiger starts here. Okay, so a little detour story. We just did the 2-issue detour story with Tariq Geiger in Blackbeard's prison. So I guess we're going to check back in on Ashley Arden after that big climactic battle with her and Tariq. So see where it goes. It's kind of weird. Infernal Hulk number 2 is already out. I feel like that just came out like last week or the week before. That's the most inconsistent book that I've ever seen. It's once a month, twice a month. Here's Nick Klein. Well, here's not Nick Klein on art. Like, it doesn't make sense if he has to have a substitute artist so often because he's slow, but then you put out 2 issues like a week and a half apart. I'll never understand what's happening with this current run on the Hulk. But Infernal Hulk number 1 was really fun, really cool, pretty savage. We'll see what happens. Supergirl number 8 is out this week. I don't know anybody reading this, not one person. Sophie Campbell was a terrible idea, terrible choice. The art Howling is a terrible choice as well. I don't understand what they were thinking with this one. With the Supergirl movie, like right there at the time of the Superman, everyone knew the Supergirl movie was coming. We got the teaser for her at the end of the movie, and then you drop a Supergirl comic that nobody wants to read. That was just a bad choice. Cool character, bad creative choice. I'm an easy sell when it comes to DC stuff, when it comes to Superman stuff. But it goes from Supergirl's past returns. Years ago, to protect her secret identity, a young Supergirl created a robot to pose as Linda Danvers while she ventured around the world saving the day. Now, after years of abandonment, this mechanical maiden of might has returned. In the name of vengeance, can Kara make peace with her past before it destroys her present? I'm sure she can. Or just destroy it. We'll find out. I won't. Someone will. We'll see. Green Lantern Corps number 11, the new class. All right, this might be the end of this book for me. We'll see. So this has been rocking and rolling pretty strong so far. Jeremy Adams was on it, and he was doing some major things in this book that was like super canon, super connected to the bigger universe and everything. And they kind of rolled this book out as a book you had to read. The story interconnected with the Green Lantern proper book this whole time, kind of bouncing from one to the other. All the Green Lantern characters are back in play. They got Oa turned back on. The emotional spectrum is kind of reestablished and stuff. And we have this whole Starbreaker supremacy mega story that happened in it. But now after that, it looks like it's kind of settling. And if this is just going to be like a Teen Lantern book, I'm going to be exiting like Homer Simpson in the meme, like straight into the bushes. Settling into being Green Lantern again, Joe ventures to Mongo to retrieve another escaped Science Cell prisoner, putting him face with Ellie, whom he's been avoiding. Meanwhile, Kelly, Aya, and all these people training on energy twin projection interrupt the Red Lantern. So I don't know. I'm not about to get milked for an extra Green Lantern book for a bunch of like D-list characters, but they keep throwing like in a bunch of cool little lore stuff here and there. So that's a tough call. Tough call. But it's kicking off the new story arc with this one. See what the new structure format of this is. It looks like Jeremy Adams is off the writing, so we'll see. We'll see. It's a chopping block book. I am reading Supergirl. Not good. Not dropping it yet. Infernal Hulk 1, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was wild, wasn't it? Panosian covers. Yep, they are great. They are great. Yeah, so we'll have to see what's going on with this one. Big Green Lantern fan, couldn't care less about a lot of these characters. That might be it. Punisher Marvel Knights #3. I bailed after issue 2. Nah, I'm good. I don't. What is it? The World to Come. Not interested. Spirit of Violence, the Ghost Rider thing. We'll see after issue 3. That's the make it or break it issue for me. We have the Elseworld title, A League for Justice, from the Batman Gotham by Gaslight universe. This has been super fun, super wild. The League for Justice has quelled the rampage of Zod for now, but a far worse menace has been revealed, an ancient evil more powerful than anything any of our heroes have ever gone up against before. A creature that defies explanation, a villain who simply is. Can the League survive an encounter with Darkseid? Find out in the finale of this Elseworld epic. Really excited to see how this one goes. Really sad to see it go. So they did the Gotham by Gaslight, the Kryptonian Age, which was a 6-issue miniseries, and then A League for Justice 6-issue miniseries. It's really one ongoing story. I guess it was smart to bill it as a 6-issue if you knew you're going to be having to do a break in the middle. That way it doesn't kind of take people's momentum. It doesn't mess up their expectations. But man, it's been fun. It's like DC Comics Wild Wild West. You got the big locomotive spider machines and stuff. It's really fun. The lore in it is incredible as well. I've enjoyed it a lot. I think that might be it for my DCs this week. That might be it. It's not a massive week this week like it has been the past 2 weeks. Terminator Metal is on my pull list. I'm excited for that. New Street Sharks is out. I saw that. That looked cool. I was tempted to dive into the Street Shark stuff. Didn't realize it was the 3rd issue. Oh, the Defenders of the Earth. Dark Destiny #1 is out this week. Brand new miniseries. Dan DiDio wrote the last one. He looks like he's writing this one as well. It was a blast. It was fun. So I'm excited to dive back into the world of Flash Gordon here, mainly because the Phantom is in there. But Lothar, Mandrake, Flash, Phantom, really cool stuff, really fun. If you watch this cartoon growing up, you'll definitely enjoy the book. No question about it. No question. The Ghost Who Walks is getting a lot of love these days. I like it. I like it. 3rd print for the Deadpool Batman book. I'm excited to see what the 2nd print for the Batman Deadpool one, if the amalgam character will make the cover like they did with the 2nd print of the last one. Huh. Looks like that might be it. I pulled Turtles. I don't know if it's the same as the blind bag. Yeah, I'm not sure what's in the blind bag for it. Not sure. I know the blind bags, dude, those things came in like a comet, burned bright, flew fast, and then they just kind of fizzled away. Y'all, do y'all notice if the Mark Spears hype is kind of died down like almost instantly after those Halloween blind bags? I know the Christmas blind bags are coming up, but I don't see like all the talking and the hype. I don't see all the hype for the Christmas ones like there were for the Halloween ones. I'm sure they'll sell well. Like my prediction is like more people who suffered from FOMO from the Halloween ones like are participating in the Christmas ones. And because of the way that the FOC was, I think a lot of people ordered their Christmas ones before they even opened their Halloween ones. I think the sales initially on the front end will be higher, I don't think the secondary market's going to be as responsive to the Christmas ones. It'll be interesting to see. Interesting to see. Not sure. All right, just a little bit here. We're getting close to the end of the show. We're going to be giving away a couple of these books. Here. Yep. The Absolute Batman 15 and the Wonder Woman Lobo DCKO. Get this giveaway page up. Did everybody watch Welcome to Derry this past Sunday? That was about one of the craziest episodes of television I've ever seen. All right, what's the hashtag going to be for this week? We'll just do Joker. Let's just do Joker. That'll be an easy hashtag. Yeah, it was good. It was absolutely crazy. I don't want to get into spoilers, but man, that was one of the craziest single episodes of television I've ever seen. Absolutely bananas. Just finished episode 6. Think you're in for a massive treat. I was glad I only bought a couple of each blind bag. Still love the covers, but will always be a sucker for blind bags. Yeah, dude, I think they're fun. I think they're a blast. If it's something that like I'm already interested in, like the Mark Spears Monsters book, like I already get that. I got lucky. Like I was ahead of the curve on that one before all the hype exploded and stuff, and it was on my pull list. And I just ordered it because I was excited for the Universal horror movie stuff. And I discovered Mark Spears' work from his early stuff on DC, like Kneel Before Zod #1 and Action Comics. He did a handful of ratios back before I think it was before the Superstars era. But they did the blind bags for Matt Fraction's Batman #1, so that was fun to participate in because I was already getting it. They did the DCKO blind bags #1. That was super fun because it's a big event, there's big excitement around it. But if it's not a book that I'm already not pulling, I tend to let other people have the fun. I have fun watching, I ain't gotta buy them all myself, that's for sure. If it's the same as a regular title, I'll be fine without the bag. It's never the same. What's in the bag is never the same as what's out the bag. You'll have situations where it might be a variation of it. They might it might be a foil opportunity in the bag or something like that. They ratio it or something. What are your thoughts on Warner Brothers Discovery? Dude, I'm pulling for Paramount. I'm pulling for Paramount 100%. I don't necessarily think they're going to end up winning it, Paramount, but I'd rather see Paramount with it than Netflix. I'd rather see Universal with it than Netflix. I have nothing against Netflix, but God, they're just too big of a company. And out of Universal, Paramount, and Netflix, which one do I personally trust more with IPs like the Looney Tunes or DC Comics? Netflix last. Like obviously Netflix last. Paramount has juggled IPs for a long time and done just fine. They got like SpongeBob, Turtles, Transformers. I know a lot of people get their little emotional feelings into the mix, and I don't want Paramount because they like this person. Like, yo, dude, like go look at who Netflix sends their money to. Like, that's crazy talk. I do the blind bag rip on Whatnot, but you have to be careful. You haven't bought one yet. Bought one what? Which one? The Turtles? I don't pull Turtles. That's what you're referring to. For the longest time, Turtles was on my trade paperback list. Like like that really long, like what was it, like 150 issue run from IDW where they introduced Jenica and all that. I would just buy the trade paperbacks, read them, and then put them up on like I think the earliest days of Pop's Attic on Instagram. The turtle stuff was like I had just finished reading the most recent one, and just the turtle stuff went on there. Stuff that you read, but you don't need to keep to take up space. That was some of the earliest stuff that I got rid of. Just putting some time context on it, but yeah. 100 billion from Paramount. Wow, over 100 billion cash off for $30 a share. I was hoping Disney would get it so we could have an amalgam universe. That'd be cool. Yeah, that's Paramount went big. They're going big for it. The most interesting thing that I think is important in this, like trying to just keep trying to keep people's politics out of it, I think is important. It's a business move, first and foremost. People's political alliances, especially when you're talking about people with this much money, their political alliances are only what they're like calculated decisions based on business. They're not politically motivated first. They're money motivated first, and their political alliances are just following what they think is the best investment for their money. I think people get that backwards so often. But for Paramount to have pulled that hostile takeover bid, which for those that don't understand what that means, it means that you're making an extremely public declaration of intent to buy. Normally you make an offer and there's all kinds of middlemen. You have someone selling something and someone buying something. In this case, you have Paramount wanting to buy it, Warner Brothers wanting to sell it, but there's a lot of people in between that process. And the reason why they did the hostile move is so that their offer jumps over all of those people in the middle and makes it directly to the buyer. The shareholders and the board members have a legal obligation to do what's best for the shareholders. It doesn't matter if these people in the middle rather Netflix buy it or rather Universal buy it. At that point, it doesn't matter what they want on a personal level, on a political level. They're now legally duty bound to do what is best financially for their shareholders. So I think that for those people wondering like, oh, Paramount's going to get it, they're just getting favoritism played their way. This actually proved the opposite. But we'll see where it goes. I don't want either. Yeah, I don't either. Like in a perfect world, none of these companies merge. None of these companies buy each other out because that's not good for anybody consumer wise. It's bad for consumers. It means prices go up, products go down. That's just unfortunate for us. But that's if we have to get over that, over that hurdle. What's choice number one in a perfect world? WB stays independent. They work something out with Comcast. Well, that's not our world. In this world, one of these three buys it. I'd rather go to Paramount than Universal, than Netflix. All in all, it'll never be the end of the world. I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the antitrust laws, no matter what. You already saw Netflix positioning to get ahead of the antitrust courts by breaking up Warner Brothers Discovery and only trying to merge with certain smaller portions of it. Where Paramount being such a smaller company, I don't think people realize how much smaller Paramount and Universal are than Netflix. Netflix has like a $400 billion market share, and Paramount's got like 35 around there. It's gone up a little bit since the announcement of this bid, but Universal only has like 9. Like it's crazy how much smaller these companies are. Even Disney, this mega giant, isn't even half the market share that that Netflix is. But it'll be interesting to see if they actually get to pull any of it off. Gotcha, homie. Paramount is trying to be threatening with that $100 billion offer. Not threatening. They're trying to get it. It's not threatening at all. Like it's literally just a strategic move. Yeah, it's the opposite of threatening. It's just going straight to the buyer. Like, hey, I don't think they told y'all what our last offer was. And this happens a lot. It's what Elon did with Twitter. Whether they wanted to sell it to him or not was no longer their choice. He came in with an offer that was so much astronomically higher than what the company was worth. They had a legal obligation to accept the money because it was what was good for their shareholders. But yeah, it's not threatening. It's not aggressive. It's the word is hostile. I mean, hostile means different things in different contexts and situations. And this one, it means exactly what I told y'all. They just take it straight to the shareholders over all the middlemen. A lot of times, all these people in the middle have their own motives, they have their own motivation, and they're trying to like squeeze every penny out of this deal they can for their little petty position, paper pusher in the middle. And a lot of things can happen between the buyer and seller that never is known from the buyer and seller. It's cutting out the middlemen. They did it to themselves. Hashtag I'm a joker. I'm a smoker. I'm the midnight toker. What is going on, Bobby? I don't think government will approve Netflix. Not all out, but Netflix wasn't trying to buy the whole thing because they know how big they are. They had already separated Discovery. They were going to do other breaking and separating, kind of like when Disney bought Fox. Fox wasn't able to be sold outright to them. 20th Century Fox was not able to be sold to Disney. So if you look at when a Disney era 20th Century Fox movie comes on, it doesn't say 20th Century Fox. It just says 20th Century. So they weren't able to get the networks. They weren't able to get the news outlets. They were only able to get the studio. Paramount is coming for all of it, $30 a share, because Paramount is astronomically smaller than Netflix. But it's still, see, that's where Netflix is an anomaly in all this. If you're just comparing like Warner Brothers to Paramount to Universal, these things are similar. Then when you say the word Netflix, one of these things is not like the other anymore. It's just, it's weird. It's weird. I don't think that they belong in the conversation. I don't think they belong there. Some folks can't hate politics, anything. True. Either merger is bad for the movie industry, 100%. Less jobs, less output, higher prices. Trump is for Netflix buying WB, as he stated in a statement. Yeah. Like everyone's like accusing the fact that the Ellisons know, like you got to think like the people with this kind of money, they all know each other, period. They all know each other. If you look up the financial donation records of Netflix from the 1990s to current day, 99% of all their political donations have all gone to the Democratic Party. So are people going to say we don't want Netflix buying it because they're just stooges for the Democratic Party? You can say that easily. One of the two CEOs, because there's co-CEOs of Netflix, one of the two of them went to the White House ahead of this Netflix finalization and sat down and spoke with Trump in a meeting because they had their concerns about is it worth us even moving forward trying to get this? And Trump said that it was a great meeting and that he's confident that they do a fine job running it. I mean, he doesn't look at this media like through the lens of a fan, just from a financial business standpoint, not from a consumer standpoint. But he said that they're going to have to get through the antitrust courts. Like that's going to be a big hurdle because they got a lot of market share. And he's friends with the Ellisons, like David Ellison's dad is a big reason why all of y'all get to use TikTok today. He swooped in along with other people and helped get it to where the American servers and all that would have the stake in it. I mean, all these people have their own personal stake and stuff, but Trump did come out and say that he's mad at Paramount right now because one of their networks aired the MTG interview, and he has his beef with MTG right now. So every day something changes. Like people got to remember, like none of these things have to do with their ideology. This is all money. It's all money, zero ideology. And a lot of people talking on it are only talking on it from an ideological standpoint. It's weird. I got the same email. I canceled my CGC membership earlier this year before it renewed. Nothing against them. I just don't ever use it. I like for DC Studios to be an independent. Look what happened to Marvel Studios when they sold out. Facts, 100%, dude. That would be awesome. They just don't have the capital. License their stuff out, License their stuff out. I don't think he's for them directly, specifically. He's not against them. It's not his job. It's not his job to bet on one of these horses. You know what I mean? I think Walmart should buy WB. I'm not against it. Hey, that's an American family right there. WB is an American institution. Let the Waltons come in. They've kept their stores going. They've proven that they know how to run a business. You threaten me, bro? That's what I tell Paramount. He's not against it. You should go look. He absolutely had nothing but nice things to say about meeting with Sant or whatever his last name is. Absolutely nothing but nice things to say about him. Wish him the best. And then someone was asked him about the antitrust. He said, that's a big hurdle they'll have to face. That's them. He's like, we'll be all looking at it, it's all business. People like to get too ideological with this. Paramount saying they might sue if they go for a lower bid. Yeah, they would have grounds to. That's why they pulled this the hostile bid move, because it'll be showing everyone was accusing Paramount of being buddy with the White House, and they're naturally going to win, and the complete opposite is happening. So a statement saying he was no, exactly right. Like he definitely had nothing bad to say about him. Maybe McDonald's should buy it, and I can see it at McDonald's presents Batman. Get a lot cooler Happy Meal toys, right? Get a lot cooler Happy Meal toys. All right, let's get ready to do this. Yeah, 100%. Netflix doesn't want you at the cinema. Facts. That's my biggest concern with Netflix. That's me personally having concerns with Netflix, is that right there. They say, oh, they came out late yesterday. Oh, we're committed to keeping movies coming out in theater. You're committed to like a minimum window. Like these people like have said it 1,000 times. Like there's nothing wrong with it because it was their own independent business model, unique to them and them alone. But now they're trying to absorb other American institutions. Like think of how many people work at theaters. Think of how many people love going to theaters. Like losing that entire experience to a streaming company, that's crazy. Like that would be the biggest crime in all of this. Anyone who follows me knows I'm very pro theater. It's truly refreshing knowing you're American, Mark. Thank you, sir. I don't like Paramount after new ownership, and they ruffled Taylor Sheridan's feather. Now he's leaving after his contract. I think someone just didn't they just out contract him? I don't think he's leaving on bad terms, is he? Like who was the other person? Was it? Forget who it was, but his contract's good till the end of whatever. But his new contract that he got, did you see the number attached to that? Holy smokes, dude. This got to be like the highest paid producer out there in television right now. Rightfully so. The dude craps gold. Like all of his stuff he's done for Paramount is amazing. Lioness, Tulsa King, Landman is phenomenal. Like all of it. And I'd love to see him stay there, but I don't know what they did to ruffle his feathers. I don't know any details on that. I just thought that he took the best offer that was given to him. Whenever someone's contract comes up, everyone comes calling and offering. That's what I assumed. I'd have to look more into it. All we got to do is donate a couple of million to the ballroom. I think that's paid for. We got what's the next thing after the ballroom? The ballroom's already done. I'm just glad that none of us taxpayers had to pay for it. You know what I'm talking about, Bobby? Free upgrades, man. Doesn't happen often. What's after the ballroom? Where do we send our money next? Where do we send our money next? Since they already paid for that. At least it wasn't us. I'm excited to see what it looks like, though. Are you excited to see F1 on Apple TV? Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. Definitely looking forward to that. Well, look what happened with K-pop Demon Hunters. That movie should have never been sold to Netflix because Sony would have made double or triple their money back on it being shown in theaters. Yeah, that's an anomaly, though, right? I mean, that doesn't happen often. Like, how often do you get a K-pop Demon Hunter level cartoon come out? James Cameron even said he liked that movie. He stated the new ownership let him go. Executives he liked and wouldn't give him the creative freedom he had prior. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I agree. Sheridan's like the dude's got the X factor, don't he? He's got his finger on the pulse. Got his finger on the pulse. That being said, Landman already renewed for season 3. All right, let's spin this bad boy. Y'all know the rules. It's free shipping in the U.S. If you're international, I'll give you a shipping credit of $10. If you want to pay the difference, that's completely up to you. If you don't want to, if you're international and you don't want to do that, you can just prize tag somebody in the live chat. If you're a channel member in the Legion tier, just the Legion tier, not supporter tier, but the Legion tier, it's free shipping worldwide also. Good luck to everybody. Let's see who's going to get it this week. And the winner is boop, Cliff on Comics. Congratulations. Going to old Clifford. You, sir. Got yourself a Batman number 15 and a DC KO Wonder Woman versus Lobo numero uno. Congrats, good sir. I'll write your name down or I'm going to forget it. Cliff. All right, big thank you to everybody watching. Be sure to check out the video from yesterday to see all the stuff that's going to be in this month's Legion Loot giveaway. Live drawing will be done on the 28th. The greatest comic story ever told theme giveaway. It's going to be a blast. We'll be doing that drawing and doing the At Year's End stream, looking at the best of this year, our favorite comics, movies, shows, and more. So be sure to tune into that. It's going to be fun. It's going to be funsy. And I hope everyone's having a good holiday season. I hope you continue to have a good one. Get ready to go out and see Avatar because we'll definitely be talking about that after it comes out. I'm super excited for that. And until next time, as always, I'm Mark. We are Legion.
You are who you choose to be.